If I could beat the one that Yunobo has active, that would give me a bunch of Lizalfos. I remember that had a bunch of Lizalfos in there. What is currently... Yeah, so the one that's currently Moon actives gives me nothing, unfortunately. I can upgrade Yunobo a little bit, though. Let's see, special attack gauge, bonus hearts. Bonus hearts. I guess we'll upgrade special attack gauge. Yunobo wants to be just like Daruk, so he's giddy that the champion himself has agreed to teach him how to use the power of protection. Now, what can you give Daruk as a thank you gift? Stuff.
I'm getting stronger all the time.
After plenty of intensive training with Daruk, Yunobo gained a much better grasp of the power of protection. Plus, the Goron champion was delighted by his descendant's thoughtful gift. Okay, so that's done. You come across a balding Goron boy, upset that he can't lift large stones. Through tears, he says, to pick up big rocks, I gotta have big muscles. You know of something that may help. Well, here we go.
I'll do even better next time.
With a little help, the boy could pick up large stones and hurl them, taking out monster after monster. Now he wants to do lots of strength training so that he can lift rocks without assistance. 4 hearts for Yunobo. Okay. With soldiers from all over Hyrule feeling worn out, the Gorons plan to raise everyone's spirits with a wrestling match for the ages. Help the fighters prepare for a fierce smackdown. Cool.
I'm stronger than before.
And the crowd goes wild. Everyone had a great time watching the epic clash of heavyweights unfold. It looks like wrestling may soon become one of the kingdom's most popular sports. Okay, so there's a lot of upgrades for Yunobo. We can also do this one, I guess. You decide to pay the Gorons a visit to help them prepare for the Calamity. Before you set off, gather materials that their soldiers might be able to use to reinforce their equipment. The Bow of Light combo.
It seems I've grown stronger.
With the materials you collected, the Gorons were able to reinforce their armor. Thanks, buddy. Now we can help even more when the big battle against Calamity Ganon kicks off. Well, that's already over, but... Okay. So, I could go for Yunobo's thing here. Can we... I mean, I guess we can upgrade those. It's not going to give him too much, but I guess the weapon will do a little bit more damage. Same thing here. It's not going to do much, but it's a little bit more damage. Do I have enough money to really, like, upgrade Yunobo much? Give him a couple levels. Okay, so let's go into Yunobo's thing.
It's a feast.
Do I want to do that? Is there any, like... Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Hopefully the extra damage will help him actually win. So the big problem is it's the Talus at the very end. That was what was giving us trouble with this one. I'm very hopeful that we'll be able to kind of get something going here. Maybe if we get a full, like, 3 special attack bars, we can actually push through. I want to say there was a fair amount of Lizalfos in this as well. Yeah. Not really what I wanted. So this will get me a bunch of Lizalfos kills. Oh, and I have a doggo. Okay. We just need to move a little bit faster, I think, is the big thing. Just kind of push through all this. We do have to kill a certain amount of enemies is the big thing here. There we go. Kill bunches of enemies. Yeah. Okay, we're at 269. Yeah, the question is just, can I kill the Talus fast enough, right? I need... Okay, there's enemies. Okay. Door is now open. And we can use you know, we can go ahead and use like specials. We can also use the rods to make sure we get through this. Nice. Hopefully this will do some level of breaking of this Ignis Talus. Okay, will this actually break this one? Not quite. Damn. Okay, that should kill that one. There we go. Okay, yep. We're actually doing reasonably well here. I think we easily have this one. Okay, here we go. This should do it. Okay, so there goes Unobos. We finally knocked that one out. That one's been sitting there for kind of a while. And they might be strong enough to go do the other one that requires both of them. Okay, so we got a lot of rock roasts. Got some stuff. We did get a bunch of Lizalfos clears. I mean, they do give a list of exactly what you should expect to fight at the very beginning of the battle. So I wasn't expecting anything else that was huge. You know, another Talus, maybe. There's another Yunobo thing. Which Yunobo thing is this? This is his enhanced ability. Following Daruk's advice to bulk up by eating lots of different foods, Yunobo is looking to mix it up and try something that isn't rock roast. Is there anything that might satisfy his appetite? Let's find out.
I'll do even better next time.
Having eaten his fill of strange stones, Yunobo felt power surging through him like never before. He swore to put this strength towards protecting not just Goron City, but all of Hyrule. Your power protection has been increased. I'm curious what that actually means. Eldin is now ready to fully upgrade. 50 Amber from the people of Eldin, and now we can unlock this. Help those the problems in the Eldin region to make the world a happier place. It's going to give us 50 Goron Spice and the Circlet.
Good going.
You helped everyone with problems in Eldin and received some things useful for combat. You have raised everyone's spirits and made the world somewhat brighter. Gives us the Ruby Circlet. So Eldin's fully done. I mean, we can try to do Rampaging Malice. Oh, hey, we got this too. Soldiers are hard at work building a hot spring underground beneath Hyrule Castle. However, it seemed the low-light conditions are slowing them down. Perhaps you can help illuminate things. Okay, well, we definitely have what we need for this now.
A wonderful effort.
The hot spring beneath Hyrule Castle became a beloved relaxation spot for soldiers weary from battle. The memory of all those happy, smiling faces fills your heart with warmth. So improved heart recovery for that. Nothing. Oh, hey, we can also unlock this. You met a traveler who's bored with grilled meat. The meat she has is fine, but cooking it the same way again and again and again has led to meat monotony. Have some spices. Okay, well, we can definitely help with that.
Beautiful work.
After you gave her salt and spices, the traveler used them to add gourmet zing. Wow! From meat monotony to amazement. She gave her salt grilled meat recipe to you in thanks. Damage plus 12%. And that unlocks, that's the final recipe, it looks like, because that unlocks this one. A legendary dish was made for the champion's inauguration, but was lost after the battle with the Calamity. Learn all the recipes you can to resurrect this forgotten dish.
Bravo.
You have resurrected the recipe for the dish from the champion's ceremony. This ultimate decadent creation uses many ingredients and will delight everyone in Hyrule. Start battle with plus 5 health. I don't know if we're ever going to use that, but... Oh, that has unlocked a new thing. Discount in East Hyrule. Okay. Merchants from all over Hyrule will soon attend a huge convention. The host is frantic about getting it all organized in time. You're needed on food duty. Well, I definitely have the stuff needed for that.
Impressive.
The merchant conference was a great success, due in part to the food you made. Sumptuous. The guests shared many trade details, so the shopping in every region of Hyrule will benefit. Cool. Who is this? This is Impa. Okay. The plum tree, tranquilly watching over Kakariko Village, has begun to look less vibrant of late. Seeing this, Impa's mood has faded as well. Perhaps fertilizer will help restore lost splendor. Can do.
I knew I could do it.
Nourished with fertilizer from Princess Zelda, the plum tree returned to its full, flowering glory. Impa seemed much cheerier too, as though the tree's energy was a reflection of her own. That upgrades Impa to the 3rd level. Yeah, it's big for easier difficulties, so it's nice to have it. You know, it's not necessarily important, but it's nice to have. So I guess we can go do that. I don't know if Daruk's actually going to be able to do this. The time limit is the thing I'm actually worried about. Didn't actually mean to head off without, you know, doing upgrades, but let me step away for just a second while this loads. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm not all that confident in that much health, honestly. Come on, do the thing. The problem is that Daruk's chip ability is really low. I'm hoping there's not very many Malice Guardians. Because his ability to get through weak spots seems kind of substandard. Gonna see. Oh god, his damage is so low. Okay, it seems we've got a good combo now. Part of this is just because this Guardian has no legs anymore, but... with the knowledge that we have a lot to go. Yeah, that timer is a little bit concerning. It depends on if they're all Malice Guardians, though. We're just going to kind of push through and kind of ignore this because I have no need to actually fight them. Mag Bombs have spawned, but I should be able to just outspeed them, so we're not going to worry about it. Looks like there's potentially 3 Guardians in this next section. Yeah. This could be a problem. I don't know if his damage is high enough for this. Just gonna keep on dodging that attack just by using my special. I can get rid of the Fire Guardian pretty easily here. Okay, that did not capture that outpost, unfortunately. So I do have to kill the Malice Guardian. Which I need to do in about the next 45 seconds to stay on timer. Which is seeming unlikely. Could happen though. We do have Wizrobe rods. And we also have to be aware that that was multiple Guardians just now. Okay. This one's dead. I just have to hope that we do not have multiple Guardians in the next outposts. Naturally, we do. Oh, wait, maybe we don't. Maybe it's just one. This actually looks like it's only one. Yeah, so far not bad. We're gonna see how this works out. This guy should go down with the next weak point smash I'm able to do. And hopefully this will be this outpost. Yes, it is. Okay, I think we have this. Of course, naturally. Okay, it's another Malice Guardian, but we'll just use we'll use rods as necessary. Remember, this is not the only one I have to do with the Gorons. Because I also have that other Goron one I have to do. Yeah, if it's just this one, I think we're fine. As long as I'm not stupid and don't take stupid easy hits of dodge. We're also getting some free Lizalfos kills, because there are Lizalfos just taking hits from me. Just kind of in the background due to these AoE hits. This is not a kill yet, but it's close. You can see all these Lizalfos are going down now for that. Come on, go to hell. protection, dude. Gotta love it. Okay, this is the kill. Okay, that was it. I don't think we got any of the drops we need for the treasure chest sensor, though. Yeah, we had to use a fair amount of rods for it, so that's the only downside, but it did work out. Wasn't as bad as I had worried. Got some weaponry, which is fine. There's some more Terraco components. We gotta be, I mean, we gotta be over halfway through on the Terraco components, I have to assume. We gotta deal with that Lionel fight eventually. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do about that. I'm wondering if you're using, like, the 25% upgrade in damage might be the way to do that. How many do we need? 50, I believe. Okay, so 2 new things just unlocked. Guardian Graveyard. So this is going to be the king. It's going to be interesting. We also unlocked whatever this is. Defeating Destiny. Oh, well, this is obviously a Link thing. So it looks like 100% in a region is actually not 100% total. It's just, I guess, 100% of expected. Maybe it's 100% of pre-Calamity fight fights done. But we already 100%ed the Elden region, and we're still unlocking stuff up here. So I very much think that we're not done yet. We got a lot to do. I'll have to go look to see how many we have. I imagine that we have done, or that we're at least 25 Terraco parts. But we also 100% of the non-battle related things. You might be right. Oh, that is a really annoying thing to happen immediately. Time limit? Time limit. Okay. And this is why we use Link, because the Master Sword just wins this fight. Unfortunately, the Master Sword is no longer the strongest potential weapon I have. I'm going to go pop into the hot springs really quickly. Get my health back. A little bit more. So I gotta see. There may be a way to get other Master Sword drops. So there may be, like, a stronger Master Sword that I can get at some point. I can't remember. I think that actually did happen in Hyrule Warriors 1. That there was, like, stronger versions of the Master Sword that you could eventually get. Because I can't remember off the top of my head what the base damage of the Master Sword was when we got it. But I'm pretty sure it's less than the, you can only get one but unlock more powers. That was what it was. It just got stronger is all. But it might be that there is unlimited, like, levels growth for weapons. Because, you know, it does say, like, you know, unlock, more levels for this weapon, but what it doesn't say is what the maximum amount of levels actually are. So it might be that the Master Sword has unlimited growth. Level 92 for Link. I think if I remember correctly that in Hyrule Warriors 1, the Master Sword wasn't even the strongest weapon, though, for Link. Like, you could get stronger ones. It's been a while, though. Sup, Aster? Let's play, buddy. You remember me? You remember what happened the last time we had this fight? Hell, you remember what has happened every time we have had this fight.
It's your fate.
You'd think this guy would learn. I mean, there were also a lot of weapons for Link, that's very true. I don't know how I feel about the fact there's so few weapons for, like, Link in this, but there's also a lot of characters, so... Sup, buddy? Oh, okay, you don't even have to kill him, he just vanishes. Alright. Sure. That was stupidly easy, but then again, Link is stupidly overpowered. See, we're starting to get, like, weapons that are starting, like, 58 or something like that. So we're getting these incredibly strong weapons. And that is a tremendously big deal. That unlock anything? No, so that's the end of that particular track. Okay. So we need to upgrade Master Koga. Not particularly looking forward to doing that, because his shit seems to be, like, money-based. Like, I need to be able to do this. I've been hoping that we would get something up here, but... like, nothing has spawned up here, for the most part. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch over to Mipha up here. The reason why is that Mipha has a weapon that, she has a weapon that causes stuff from grass to drop a lot more. And I'm thinking that, she probably, like, the stuff that we need is probably directly out of the grass here. So maybe by playing Mipha, with her weapon, we can farm up some of these ingredients we need. So I'm pretty sure that once I get this chest thing unlocked, we'll see the Korok one get unlocked. That said, I'm not seeing food. Or I'm not seeing grass.
I cannot fail. That was too close.
That was too close, she says, having actually taken the damage. Okay, I'm gonna let them advance real quick. I'm gonna look around to see if there actually is any, like, grass I can break to maybe get some of this. Because I don't know, like, what environmental thing could drop these parts. Yeah, there's no grass in the ground, so I'm trying to figure out, like, when they said, you know... They kind of made indication that on this area that I could get parts I need. So the question is, what parts was it talking about? Because technically these enemies also can drop me parts that I might need. So that might be what they were talking about. Okay, so it must be the red Lizalfo's tail is the thing that they were talking about that I could get out of here. So if that's the case, we'll just go ahead and kill everything. Which is something that Mipha is remarkably good at. When you consider, like, how much of, like, a healer Mipha's supposed to be, and the fact that she is just so good at annihilating everything she sees. I really wish that, that what's-her-name in Hyrule Warriors 1 was this good. The Zora, the playable Zora in Hyrule Warriors 1, whose name I always forget. Rudo? Yeah, I thought that Rudo was a terrible character. She plays so badly. Yeah, she's definitely not the worst, but she's definitely not good. Her game feel is just incredibly just... I understand what they wanted to do with her. They were very much going for like a mermaid feel. They were very much kind of making her, you know, splash around like a dolphin and all that good stuff, but... the actual game feel behind her was pretty not good. I think what I will do is I'm probably going to go back, and just for the sake of doing a playthrough on it, I'm probably going to go and use my current file. Fi's okay. She's not... I don't think she's bad. I don't think she's good either. I think she's about the same spot. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my current file, and I'll do a playthrough on hero mode of Hyrule Warriors 1. And then I'll do a little bit of the map stuff on the stuff I've never done before. We're not going to do a full playthrough of it, honestly, because that game's even longer than this one is. But I might do a little bit of that so we can kind of compare, contrast, show the difference between, you know, Hyrule Warriors 2 and Hyrule Warriors 1. How different characters move and act. Okay, so I mean, we got these Lizalfo's tails. We got a lot of Lizalfo's wins, which is a lot of Lizalfo's clears, which is great. Yeah, that's stuff that we definitely need. I'm probably only going to have my tracker on that one mission, that one side quest for now. Just so we can kind of, like, figure out where the piece is for it. But there must be rice is done. Which one is that one? Is that this one? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to reduce time between stasis uses. Was that I need for the chest quest? I'll check in a second. The researcher heading up to the stasis upgrade project hasn't eaten his favorite rice in weeks, and progress has slowed to a crawl as a result. For science's sake, get the man his rice. Okay, so here you go. With a bowl of Hylian rice in his system, the researcher was his old peppy self again. He and his team made a series of discoveries, along them a way of strengthening stasis. Excellent. Okay. So we still need the warm Darner. Which I'm assuming that drops from like one of these things down here, but it's a question of which one actually drops it. Like, these are probably just telling me to go do these because there's a Lionel in them. Which I don't necessarily mind, but there's other stuff to do. I forget. What do you trade for? Okay, you just trade for monster stuff. This, I need a lot of money, and I need... Is that Lionel Horns? Yes, Lionel Horns to do that. Yeah, we'll get the great... Okay, we'll do this. To augment the Great Fairy's power, you must present them with an offering, gather precious stones to craft a ring that would suit Mija. Oh, I have plenty of all of that, so that's not a problem.
Rather impressive feat.
Craftsmen were commissioned to fashion an enormous ring bedecked with sapphires. Mija was quite pleased. The offering motivated her to begin training with all her sisters. That is another combo for the Great Fairies, and that just unlocked a thing. So that's another bonus combo, which needs Lionel trophies. So we're getting to a point where what we mostly need are going to be Lionel trophies. So we'll have to find good ways to kill bunches of Lionels. This is Mipha's special attack gauge, which all it requires is a Staminoka Bass. I'm reasonably certain we can just buy that, right? Yeah. I'm sure it's grass-based stuff, and we'll find it eventually. A client who wishes to be anonymous has noticed his daughter staying up late into the night, crafting armor for someone. Worried for her health, he asked for a supply of energizing foods. Well, here you go.
All the better to help my friends.
The client's daughter completed the armor without incident and in good health. Still, he could not help but wonder to whom she intended to give the item. Probably Link. That gives us the Zora's Greaves. And that unlocks a new thing here. So this is Heart's Escort for Mipha. It's only in 2 past quests. So I think if we get rid of the... There's only one other quest I currently have marked right now. It's this one. So if we get rid of that, and we get rid of this, it'll show me exactly where it is. I'm seeing that... So I only have one quest in the sensor. Multiple quests have this. So it's all of these ones. Actually, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Material. Edit sensor. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. Nope, it's these 2 quests. These 2 right here. So there's this one, Elemental Uproar. And there's this one, Urbosa's Training. So those are where the Warm Darner... Oh, and there's also this one up here. Zora Metal. So those are the ones it actually exists in. Which I might as well go do. Let's go... Which one of these... Is any of these actually going to give me anything I care about? This has a Lionel in it, so I might as well go do this. We'll just go ahead and throw... Go throw Link in, throw Mipha in, and probably Impa in. Let's go look at weapons real quick. Mipha, yours is... Okay, so we can get you some upgrades. Do we have, like, a good round plus? So this is monster part drop rate plus. That's sensor drop rate plus, which is tempting. I think we get that. I think what we do is we go do a remove a seal. We go to Mipha. From her weapon, we remove a single seal. We remove battle EXP, which we'll do that with the Swift Seeds. We'll do that with the Hylian Shrooms. I'm running out of some of this stuff. Meat. Teeth. And we have tons of Bokoblin trophies at this point. So we remove that, and then we go back in, fuse weapons. Let's lock that again. And then we fuse in the sensor drop rate materials. So materials will drop a lot more. Let's do that one and that one. Mipha Spear is going to get a little bit stronger. I'm fine with fusing that, and that. Okay, so, depending on what this item actually is... That has a Lionel in it, though. This also has a Lionel in it. Do I care? I think this one has the better allies. Do we have a drop rate increase off of anything? Rare material drop rate plus 30, I think. Material drop rate. Yeah, we'll do material drop rates. So if I play exclusively as Mipha on this quest, we should see that shit drop. And then we'll have, you know, we'll have Link and Impa there, and they will just laugh. We also got to figure out what mission we can farm for rupees. I think that is the other kind of thing that that I need to work on at some point is rupee farming, so I can kind of upgrade the level of a lot of our guys, get them up into at least the 80s. But again, level isn't much the weapons that we care about.
I'm here, Link.
Oh, this is really irritating. Oh, found some. There's another one. We're just gonna... We've got no time limit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut some grass for a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're already done. Trying to see if there's any more stuff to be had here. Most of this grass does not seem cuttable. And this mission does not seem especially bad either, so... So what we can do now is, now that this was the major mission that I needed to actually get a completion on. Ow. Or at least this is the main side quest I really needed a completion on. So now with the You. Give me a thing. Thank you. This is the main side quest I need a completion on. Now we can just turn on the tracker for all of the side quests we actually need. You're annoying, sir.
I am ready.
And we can just start super tracking.
It's time.
Like I said, I'm very much expecting that once we unlock this, it'll unlock a couple other things, including the potential for a Korok sensor. And then we can also go back to, you know, previous missions and find all the chests we're missing. I doubt it's really going to give us anything particularly special to have that, but... Okay, so there's that. Outposts have been captured. Now we have the big fight. Yeah, it'll give weapons. It'll probably give special drops. Like, it'll give stuff. Ow. What I'm really waiting for is there should be probably a second weak point smash upgrade to make it easier to break weak points like this. Ow. I should have a while ago gone and just selected just that mission. That way I could go look at specific missions that just had it, but I was being stupid. Okay, so with the cool thing is we're getting very strong, which is a feeling I really like in a game like this. When you look at, like, Link compared to some of the other characters who have not quite seen as many upgrades as he has, he is a very strong boy. Okay. So Link just flat wins. We go ahead and change to Mipha, who is engaging with her guys. We will hopefully be seeing some additional strong or warm Darners out here, so maybe we won't need to actually get more in the future. Okay, there goes one. None of this grass is cutting, unfortunately. We are getting other drops, though. So the next upgrade we need to get is, there's an upgrade to get better weapon drops off of de-rusted weapons. That's probably going to be the next one I'm really going to focus on. See, this is the stuff that we want to cut, because there's a lot of drops to be had in here. I mean, look at all of this. And this is why we brought Mipha, for this exact reason. Unfortunately, she's not getting any more warm Darners that I'm seeing. But she's getting a lot of other stuff, and we can use this stuff for other upgrades, I guess. So it seems like I need to make a weapon for, like, Link that is a pure, like, drop weapon that will get better drop chances from shit. I just don't know which weapon I want to make that. I didn't particularly like the two-handed weapon playstyle, but I liked the spear playstyle. So I'll probably go ahead and upgrade a spear to have that. Probably not going to do that until after I'm very kind of like assured that the Master Sword can't get any stronger. But yeah, probably going to go for like a spear with item drop rate chances. Because I have to assume that Link cuts grass faster than anybody else, because he's Link and that's what he does. Okay, I went too early, that's fine. Okay, dead Hinox. Not dead Hinox. Amazing. Like I said, dead Hinox. Okay, let's just cut a little bit more grass. Do we have any more warm darners? We're getting a lot of, like, hot-footed frogs. Like, a lot of this stuff we're getting a lot of. I wonder if that drop is only from inside of those areas, and I just got stupidly lucky. Get a lot of restless crickets. God, look at this. Look at all of these drops we're getting, and none of it. Wow. I got stupidly lucky. Ow. Couldn't see the other guy. Yep. That's irritating. I might actually have to heal Impa, which is actually kind of bothersome. I bet you it's position-based. There's probably only one area that actually has it, and it's where I was. Oh, hi, friend. I'm glad you decided to join us, Lionel. It wasn't as if I was trying to fight you guys separately or anything like that. Ah, that's such a cool defeat. Damn. I haven't seen her counterattack on dodge yet. But I don't know how hard it is to get that dodge. I don't know what that ride was. I need to go try to do that. That looks kind of neat. And Impa just continues to be awesome. And break things. Cool. Okay. So that took care of that nonsense. Link got even more stuff that I don't need. Get rid of that. Get rid of that and that. Cool. Neat. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, so Google decided that they were going to force me to change my password. Which, okay, fine. They decided there was a password issue. But it has prompted me to have to log back in on every single device and every single program on every single device. And regardless of if I tell Google, you know, don't ask me again on this device, it keeps on asking. And so they just asked me for the exact same login to both do a two-factor authentication via my phone and then put in a passcode from a text on my phone. It seems like, okay, you asked me to do 3 different factors of authentication? Okay, so upgrade the detector is now available. A researcher has made the incredible claim that she can improve your treasure detecting radar. To make it work in varying environments, she needs materials from different regions. Here you go.
You did well.
The researcher upgraded your treasure detecting radar, and it's a resounding success. Now you can look at the map to see where treasure is hidden. Did not unlock anything, which is a little bit surprising, actually. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this, then. In recent years, rains in the Lanera region have drawn reclusive creatures out from their haunts and hiding places. Use some of these critters to make a care package for the Zora troops. Can do.
I shall handle the next tussle.
The Zora soldiers, preoccupied lately with their daily duties protecting the domain, appreciated the care package. They swore they would protect the land that had fostered this bounty. And a 3rd special gauge for Sidon. Yeah, I probably have to unlock a lot more stuff to be able to get that, so we just have to kind of make our way through there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and track that. The only place that is said to be is here? Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead. How much money do I have right now? Not a lot, unfortunately. I can't really upgrade her that hard. Yeah, it's probably a seed-related quest somewhere, so we have to do more, but we have to unlock it, because as you can see, it's not anywhere on the map. So it's probably locked behind some missions. We'll go ahead and do this one, though. Remnants of the Calamity. I'll go ahead and up experience, and then I actually do not want Mifa with me here. I'm going to take Impa. Because I'm going to make a guess that Link and Impa are actually going to be separated.